Congressman, the Senate is taking up a health care bill, but even if it does get out of the Senate, of course that's unknown, does it have a chance in the House of Representatives?
Oh, sure, if it gets out, particularly if the Cruz version of the Cruz amendment that's in there now, which would actually give people, options, create a marketplace, not just you got to buy this one plan the government says, but you can actually buy plans that you might actually want or your family might want. So, if it gets out of the Senate, I think it would have a real chance here, but we got to see if it makes it out of the Senate.
Are you concerned about some of the taxes that are kept in this legislation?
Of course, but we're going to look at the whole bill. The bill that we sent from the House to the Senate got rid of all the taxes, got rid of the mandates. I mean, that was the good part of the legislation. We wish it would have got rid of all the regulations, and frankly, stop the Medicaid expansion at a certain point in the future. Didn't do all that, but it's still a good step in the right direction.
So what I'm hearing is, if the Senate passes this bill as it is as it is written, its fate in the House is good.
Well, we'll have to see. We want to see what it looks like, but I think it has a real chance of passing. I mean, that's what we told the American people we were going to do. I'm always clear. This is not full repeal, which is what we told them. That's why we fought so hard on the House side and had that long debate, and we know conservatives, because of that debate, made it better. But it's still a good step in the right direction. And if it comes back, I think we'll look favorable on it, but we'll have to see.
I want to talk some more about some of these taxes, because I was speaking with some lawmakers yesterday who suggested that while this isn't a perfect health care bill, especially with regards to taxes, that there are some discussions happening already about tax reform. Are you here? You're obviously a part of those conversations, but what are those conversations?
Well, I mean, one of the things I've been focused, kind of the two bigger things I've been focused on is we don't want any border adjustment tax. We don't want to put a whole new tax on the American economy. And second, I think this idea of trying to function in this revenue-neutral world is just ridiculous. Since when did Republicans and conservatives adopt the position that allowing people to keep more of their money is somehow a cost to government? I learned a long time ago, revenue-neutral is a Washington speak way of saying that tax burden stays the same, we just shift around who pays what. In that scenario, what always happens is the connected class here in D.C. gets a good deal and middle-class families get a raw deal. So those are the two things I've been trying to focus on. Get rid of the BAT and get rid of this revenue-neutral straitjacket.
What is the timeline on tax reform, assuming, and it's a big assumption, but assuming that health care does get done before the August recess, which has since been delayed?
I think when we're coming back, now look, we've called on being here in August. We think we should be here working in, as we said we deal with the debt ceiling, deal with Obamacare, and have the outlines of what the tax package is going to look like. So I think it happens in September. We start to really have that debate and have a piece of legislation.
So still on pace for the end of the year?
Oh yeah, I think we have to. Jeepers. You ask the American people, are we getting the things done that they elected us to do? I think their answer would be no, and we make this job too complicated. Our job is to do what we said. So let's get after it, and let's stay here in August if we have to.
I do want to ask you about something that Fed Chair Janet Yellen had talked about yesterday. Do you think that she should be renominated to the Federal Reserve? We're looking a little far out.
I mean, I'll leave that to other folks. What I do think we should be focused on is what we told the American people we were going to do, and right now we haven't got that done yet. Repeal Obamacare, reform our tax code, build the border security wall, reform welfare. One of the things I hear from employers all across our district, all across West Central and North Central Ohio is, in spite of all the crazy things that go on in Washington the last 8 years, they're still creating jobs. They can't find enough people to work. So we got to move people from the welfare roles to the workforce, help them get to a better position in life, and help our overall economy.